I'm surprised you're even going to work after what happened yesterday. I thought you'd be stood by with your suitcase ready to rush to hospital.
Well, I told Jenny I ought to be with her 24/7, but she said it might be too much of a good thing.
Yeah, I'll bet. At least now she's on maternity leave, she gets a bit of a break.
I've been studying the journey times between the village and the hospital. Now, if you use the ring road, it can take up to 30 minutes extra in rush hour. That could be crucial.
Wow, how did they ever have babies before they invented the stopwatch?
Yeah, well, you can't be too careful. I was really grateful Jay turned up at the hospital.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to welcome his new nephew and niece into the beautiful world.
Why didn't you call me?
I didn't tell him. Dad did. See ya.
See ya.
Did I? Of course you did. You've got a memory like a sieve these days, Dad. You must be getting old.
Of course. And I have been trying to think of an excuse to try and wriggle out of it.
What? You can still go. Dad, Cameron is going to be with me in the delivery room, not you.
I'm going to be pacing up and down that waiting room. You're my daughter, and I want to know everything's going to be all right.
Yes, and she is your sister, and she'll want you there on a big day.
Trouble is, it's not like I'm losing a sister. It's like I'm gaining an idiot.
That is a bit harsh.
On idiots, maybe.
Oh, come on, he's not that bad.
Not that bad. I've had better conversations with a kind of special brew.
Yeah, oh, OK, maybe he's not much of a catch. But it's a done deal, so you're going to have to be pleased for her. Ask her questions about the holiday, make happy noises about the wedding. You know, like normal families. Can you manage that? Do what you want. I'm going to tell Cameron the good news.
I've been texting you all morning. Why haven't you replied?
I would have thought that was obvious. You promised you'd be there for me.
I am really sorry. I bumped into Nikhil and Jenny.
At the hospital.
It was a false alarm. They thought I was there to support them, and I couldn't tell them why I was really there.
I'm sure you made up a good lie.
By the time I managed to get away, you'd gone. I tried to talk to the sonographer, but she wouldn't tell me anything. So how did it go?
Mother and baby doing fine.
Did you find out if it was a boy or a girl?
I didn't want to know. It's like opening your Christmas present early. I'll find out when it's born. So will you if you can be bothered to turn up.
I said I'm sorry. Did you get the scan photo?
Yeah. There's not much to look at.
Really wish I'd been there.
The baby's okay. There's nothing for you to worry about. You can keep it if you like. I've got another copy.
Thanks.
Hey, you're late. Now then, I've been looking at all the routes and orders. Now, if we really want to expand this business, we're going to need an extra couple of trucks.
Talk to Jimmy.
Are you even listening? Growing the business is usually something that floats your boat, is it not?
So, Chaz is back today.
Thank you for the news bulletin. You know what? We could always think about leasing.
When's she going to realise how ridiculous she's making herself look going around with that little creep?
Careful, Tiger. You are in danger of sounding bitter. No one likes a sore loser, do they? Better to have loved and lost than, you know, all that stuff.
She may be family to you, but she helped herself to 30 grand of my money and left me at the altar.
And we've had our differences too, and we're putting all that behind us. Remember our new motto, forgive and forget. And you've still got a bit of time to plan their wedding present, haven't you?
Don't worry. I've got that all worked out.
Do Jenny a favour and take this man for a bite to eat.
I ought to be keeping an eye on her.
What's happened now?
She's asked me to get rid of him for an hour or so. All she did was sneeze, and he bundled her in the car.
I thought she was having contractions.
He panicked, nearly ran Alan Turner over. It was like a bank robbery getaway.
Dad, I told you, the ring road gets crowded at this time of day.
You know what they say about crying wolf? Too many false alarms and they won't take you seriously.
Well, that's not what you thought yesterday, is it? Phoning round everybody.
You know, I'm sure I never called you yesterday.
Of course you did. You just don't want to admit that your memory's going. Right, come on, Nick, let's get to the cab.
Sure you can manage here without us, Dad?
Of course I can. Probably have got you a new stack of business by the time you return. Just hold on a second. I need to take down a few details. 1 minute. Right, I'm back. Thanks for holding. Yeah, no, good choice. Might I also recommend one of our assortments? As you wish. Yeah, they'll be dispatched first thing. Lovely. Thank you, bye-bye.
Nikhil got halfway through his sandwich, decided he ought to go to Houghton in case Jenny needed him.
You've been going through my drawers?
I needed a pen.
Yeah, I better give that back to Nikhil and Jenny, in case they worry I've lost it.
Do you take me for an idiot? The name Breckles in the margin. That's your cleaner, isn't it? A young girl pregnant by an unknown man. Why would you have her scan photo? Are you the father of this baby? Just how long do you think you could keep this secret? How could I have been so wrong about you? I thought you were always the clever one. Oh, I knew you kept your brains in your trousers sometimes, but I never realized you could be this stupid.
Right, Dad.
I told you, we can't talk now. I need to decide what's to be done. We'll discuss it when you get home. So how long has this been going on? Do you love her?
Of course not.
So you're not thinking of leaving Charity for this woman?
Don't be ridiculous.
You are the one who's being ridiculous. You can't have your cake and eat it. You must have known when you started this affair where it could end up.
It was never an affair.
So how did she get pregnant?
It was a one-off. Me and Charity had been rowing about starting a family. I knew Mum going on about having grandchildren.
Don't you start trying to blame me.
I'm not. I'm just trying to explain how it happened.
I'm listening.
I tried to be happy for Nikhil and Jenny. But their baby was just another reminder. Rachel was a good listener. We got drunk and one thing led to another.
You know how pathetic you sound.
I am not proud of the way I behaved.
Good. Is it too late for her to have an abortion?
We've already discussed that and decided against it.
Is there anything else you let this woman push you into?
She didn't push me into anything. It was my idea.
That's why you bought the place in the village for her to move into. Are you completely insane?
I want this baby.
I want a villa in Cannes, a Rolls Royce, a yacht. But I am grown up enough to realize you can't have everything you want in this life. The real question is, you wanted enough to risk your marriage.
Look, Dad, I know you don't approve of what I've done, but I am just trying to make sure that nobody gets hurt. Please, let me deal with this in my own way.
It's not that simple. Charity's family too now. And I've become rather fond of her. And she certainly doesn't deserve to be treated like this.
Believe me, Dad, I love Charity more than anything.
Then you've got a strange way of showing it. And underestimating her is the most dangerous mistake of all. You know, I've learned a lot watching Charity clinch that deal. She wasn't born to money like you. She's had to fight for everything. She's a lot tougher than most of the men I worked with, and I doubt she'd be very forgiving of anyone who crossed her. So your stupidity puts me in a rather difficult position.
No, Dad, you cannot be thinking about telling her.
Maybe it's time you learn there's always a price to pay.
No, Dad, wait.